Hi everybody, so we are back at NAB 2026, and of course when we are talking about video at NAB, the first thing you see here at the entrance is Blackmagic. Of course, for most of you, you know Blackmagic. This is the big name in the industry, providing hardware, software. I think I will say for most of the key players. So thank you, great to be there. So maybe you can introduce yourself and the company.
Yeah, thank you for having me and coming to the booth this morning. So yeah, I'm Craig Heffernan. I'm one of the directors for Blackmagic in Europe, Middle East and Africa. I mostly look after commercial and business development.
Africa?
We look after South Africa as well, yeah. We're based out of the UK, but we look after all of Europe, Middle East and Africa. We're over here to support the US guys, and we've got customers and clients out here as well, yeah, and NAB's a great show for us.
So Blackmagic, a long story.
Yeah.
So Blackmagic and NAB here, I think it's in the beginning.
Yeah, we have been. We come from a post-production background. Our business is now 25 years old. We developed key products around post-production. Yeah. We then grew with cameras, with 18 production switchers. We grew into conversions and telecine. And over the course of my time with Blackmagic over the past 15 years, we've gone from a niche post-production company into something that hopefully offers products and solutions across the entire market space.
Yeah, and I think even for the end user, we know that you release a Blackmagic software for the iPhone, which is being released, and I think Apple is more or less using your application to with some footage. So more or less, it's a mix of hardware, software, and you are doing the perfect mix of technology at the end of the day.
Yeah, we've always looked at trying to do complete pictures and workflows, and for us, we've always wanted to have affordability and accessibility. So as the market and technology has been driven by demand from the bottom up, certainly as YouTube has driven and access to broadcast has improved, we've driven that, but it can't be a single solution. We have DaVinci Resolve as a core product, and that's driven our development of our cameras. We have live production solutions, but we've always wanted to make sure that we have that integrated around complete services. And then you see things like our approach to cloud. Yeah. Now everybody could have a cloud solution, but we integrate that into post-production workflows. So it becomes something that it links into as many possible solutions as possible.
Yeah, and I think because we were on the booth and different demonstrations, so because today you have some devices, 12K, 16K. Yep. So sometimes on our side we have some difficulty to manage 4K. And so I think for most of our visitors is what they can do with 16K.
So that's specifically the Ursa Cine 17K 65 camera. So that's a camera that's designed with very large cinematic capabilities for people that want to shoot with 65mm glass and want to work at that level, but maybe can't access other camera systems. And that's very much our flagship technology, used on feature films and commercials, but it fits in part of an infrastructure that goes straight through DaVinci Resolve and then delivery into those spaces as well. So it's the headline flagship product, but beneath that we have the same RGB sensor technologies, color science and Resolve workflows that go into our Pixis 12K and also our 4K systems as well.
Okay. And of course I think one of the things which is the trend is about AI, so what's the approach of Blackmagic, AI, hardware and software?
AI is unavoidable. In a sense that it's a driving trend. It's a technology that's going to become more and more commonplace for us. The core way that we want to work with AI is it can't replace the creative. Okay. It has to be a technology that makes your job easier. Yeah. You want AI to do the boring tasks. Yeah. So you'll see in Resolve 21, we've announced a new suite of AI tools. Yeah, and one of them is the new IntelliSearch. Yeah. It will use AI technologies, it will use the training that we've given it and search your media. It does that locally as well. We don't send that anywhere, we're not looking at your media. It stays where you are, but it will sort all of your media and sift it. It will then put it into bins and allow you to quickly search through content. We've got other AI tools that will do scripting, will do other elements. You want AI to be doing those boring, slow jobs so you can get on with the creative.
We need to keep the people, by the way. And just to end up finally, what are your vertical markets today? It's because we can't think that, by the way, every customer can be a customer of Blackmagic. So what's your main vertical markets today?
We work principally, we break into three areas. We work and have been traditionally a post-production company. So DaVinci Resolve is the Hollywood grading and editing choice, but it's available as well if you want to just get in to start doing video work. We do a lot of work around live production, so I've worked with national broadcasters, OB and live rental companies, all the way down to podcasters. And then with our camera systems as well, there's a good example of talking about the camera app available on iPhone and Android. So that's a learning technology. That's also been used for shooting feature films that we saw with the with recent films that were made with it, all the way through to the Ursa Cine. Now, we're not trying to be all things to all people.
Yeah.
But what we are trying to do is make sure that we're not elitist.
Yeah.
We want access to technologies, and then you choose as a creative how you grow.
Yeah, that's right. And I think this is exactly the clear presentation of us, because from the iPhone to your application to your DaVinci, etc., more or less we are using piece of your technology. And this is at the end of the clear representation that it works super fast.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Greg. And so have a great show. And of course, for anybody of you who wants to get more information, Blackmagic website, and something you cannot miss, either DaVinci Rose 21st new edition. So thank you so much. Bye-bye.